Hello everyone, this week we have one of the nicest astrology aspects around. The Sun in Leo is forming a trine to Saturn in Aries. Now, this may not sound as exciting as some of the bigger astrology events, but don't underestimate this energy. Sometimes the best things happen quietly. This is the kind of transit that helps you feel more settled, more focused, and more sure of yourself. Okay, so I'm going to try to unpack this trine, and then go and look at each sign. First, what exactly is a trine? A trine happens when two planets are about 120 degrees apart. In astrology, this is one of the easiest and luckiest aspects. Think of it like two friends who naturally get along. They understand each other, they help each other, they work together without much effort. When planets are connected by a trine, the energy tends to flow smoothly. There is less resistance, less pushing, less forcing. Things just seem to click. That doesn't mean you have to sit back and do nothing. It simply means that when you take action, the universe isn't fighting against you. And this week, that's exactly what we have with the Sun and Saturn. Let's talk about the Sun first. The Sun is our life force. It's our spirit. It's the part of us that wants to shine. And right now, the Sun is moving through Leo, one of its favorite signs. Leo energy wants to be fully alive. It wants to create. It wants to enjoy life. It wants to follow the heart. Leo reminds us that we all have gifts worth sharing. It says, stop hiding. Stop shrinking. Let people see the real you. The Sun in Leo helps us feel warmer, more confident, more creative, more connected to what makes us happy. It's the energy of showing up and being yourself. Now let's look at Saturn. It's currently in Aries and moving retrograde. Saturn is the planet of commitment. It rules responsibility, patience, effort, and maturity. It isn't interested in quick fixes. It wants things that can last. In Aries, Saturn is teaching us how to trust ourselves, how to take responsibility for our choices, how to lead our lives in a healthy way. The retrograde phase turns the focus inward. Instead of asking, what am I building out there? Saturn asks, what am I building inside myself? Are your decisions aligned with who you are becoming? Are you backing yourself? Are your actions matching your goals? These are the kinds of questions Saturn in Aries retrograde brings up. Not in a scary way, in a supportive way. This is a chance to strengthen your foundation. Now here's where things get interesting. The Sun wants you to express yourself. Saturn wants you to commit to yourself. The Sun says, believe in yourself. Saturn says, now prove it. The Sun brings confidence. Saturn brings consistency. The Sun brings inspiration. Saturn brings follow-through. Together, they create a beautiful balance. This is not about chasing attention. It's not about being the loudest person in the room. It's about becoming someone you can trust. Someone who keeps showing up. Someone who follows through on what matters. This transit helps your confidence feel real. Not forced, not performative. Real confidence comes from keeping promises to yourself. And that's exactly what Saturn supports. One of the gifts of this transit is that your hard work can become more visible. Maybe you've been putting time into a project. Maybe you've been learning a skill. Maybe you've been quietly working towards something important. This energy can help people notice. Saturn rewards consistency, and the Sun shines a light on what you've been doing. So don't be surprised if you receive appreciation, respect, or acknowledgement this week. Not because of luck, because you've earned it. Okay, so let's go on and look at all signs. Sun and rising will be the most accurate. Hey Aries, buckle up. The universe is basically handing you a mirror right now, and no, you can't just Instagram filter your way out of this one. Saturn's gone retrograde in your first house of identity, which is cosmic speak for time to have an honest chat with yourself. Are the choices you're making actually you, or are they just habits you never questioned? Saturn's not trying to ruin your day. Think of it as that one blunt friend who asks the question nobody else will. But don't worry, it's not all homework and self-reflection. The Sun is strutting through Leo, lighting up your fifth house of creativity, joy, romance, and self-expression. Basically your main character energy house. So while Saturn's asking you to get serious, the Sun's over here like, yeah, but also, have fun. Maybe that means finally starting the creative project you've been talking about since 2023, spending more quality time with your kids, or just letting yourself be seen. Glitter, weird hobbies, big feelings and all. So here's your homework, Aries. Pick up that hobby you keep meaning to get back to, or stop shrinking yourself to fit in. The more you back your own choices, even the slightly chaotic ones, the more solid your confidence gets. Saturn builds, Leo shines. Let's go. Hey Taurus, this one's basically the universe telling you to take a nap and sort your feelings out, and honestly, we love that for you. Saturn retrograde is moving through your 12th house, the cosmic basement where all your old fears, weird habits, and why do I still do this patterns live. It's quiet, unglamorous work. No one's clapping for you while you process a decade-old grudge. But it's exactly what needs to happen. Meanwhile, the sun's in Leo, glowing up your 4th house of home, family, and emotional foundations. So while Saturn's asking you to clean out the mental clutter, the sun's asking, hey, does your actual living room reflect any of that peace you're working on? Maybe that's finally setting a boundary with that one relative, you know the one, or building a daily routine that doesn't just involve surviving until bedtime. So, Taurus, light a candle, rearrange the pillows, tell your family no without a 3-paragraph explanation. The quiet, boring, unsexy work you're doing right now is the foundation for something a lot sturdier later. Keep at it. Hey Gemini, Saturn retrogrades in your 11th house right now, basically making you audit your friend group like it's a group chat you forgot to mute. Who's actually rooting for your dreams and who's just there, worth a look. Meanwhile, the sun's in Leo, buzzing through your 3rd house of communication and ideas. So your words have extra charm right now. Great time for conversations, writing, teaching, or just talking someone's ear off, in a good way. Maybe reconnect with that one friend who always shows up, or finally launch that idea you keep pitching to yourself in the shower. Keep going, Gemini. The right people and opportunities are already headed your way. Hey Cancer, Saturn retrograde is parked in your 10th house of career and reputation, which means it's time for a little, are we actually going where I think we're going? Gut check on your goals. Not the fun kind of homework, but the kind that pays off. Meanwhile, the sun's in Leo, lighting up your 2nd house of money, self-worth, and personal resources. So you might be thinking harder about what you charge, what you're worth, and which of your talents deserve to actually make you money. Maybe that's finally tightening up the business plan, negotiating like you mean it, or investing in a skill instead of just admiring it from afar. Keep going, Cancer. The slow, steady stuff you're doing is quietly building into something real. Hey Leo, happy season, literally. The sun's in your own sign, 1st house, spotlight fully yours, no notes. Enjoy it, you earned it. But Saturn retrograde's doing its thing in your 9th house of growth, beliefs, and big picture vision, quietly asking, is this belief, degree, or 5-year plan actually still yours? Or just something you picked up a while back and never revisited? Worth a rethink before you sprint forward. Good news is you're built for this combo. Step into the leadership role, share the wisdom, finally chase the thing you've been sitting on. You don't need every answer locked in today, Leo. Just keep following what feels true and let the rest catch up. Hey Virgo, this is a no, you can't optimize your way out of this one kind of week. Saturn retrogrades in your 8th house of transformation, trust, and shared resources, nudging you to finally deal with that old fear around money, intimacy, or self-worth you've been quietly carrying around like emotional hand luggage. And the sun's in Leo, tucked into your 12th house of rest and reflection. So your body's basically asking for a do not disturb sign. More alone time, less performing, more actually processing things instead of just color-coding them. Nothing about this phase is loud, Virgo, and that's the point. Some of the best growth happens completely behind the scenes. No witnesses, no highlight reel, just you quietly becoming lighter. Hey Libra, Saturn retrogrades in your 7th house of partnerships, playing relationship auditor, quietly checking which connections are actually balanced and which ones you've just been politely tolerating. It's not glamorous, but healthy connection isn't supposed to be, it's supposed to work. Meanwhile, the sun's in Leo, glowing up your 11th house of friendships and future goals. Good time to lean on your people, or find new ones who actually get where you're headed. Maybe that's investing in one important relationship, or finally joining that group or community that fits your vibe. Keep going, Libra. The connections you're building now aren't just nice, they're load-bearing. Hey Scorpio, Saturn retrogrades in your 6th house of routines and work, basically forcing you to admit which habits are actually helping you and which ones just feel productive. We all have one. You know the one. It's not thrilling, but it's the boring stuff that quietly makes everything else run smoother. Meanwhile, the sun's in Leo, spotlighting your 10th house of career and recognition, so people are actually clocking your effort right now, maybe more than usual. Good time to tighten up that one routine that keeps you sharp, or just enjoy getting some credit for once. Keep going, Scorpio. Consistency's doing more for you right now than intensity ever could. Hey Sagittarius, Saturn retrogrades in your 5th house of creativity and self-expression, which sounds fun until you realize it means actually giving structure to the talent you've been casually messing around with for years. Saturn's not here to kill the joy, just to ask you to take it seriously enough to build something out of it. Meanwhile, the sun's in Leo, firing up your 9th house of adventure and learning. Very on-brand for you. Good stretch for teaching what you know, planning a trip that actually means something, or turning a passion project into an actual income stream instead of a hobby that lives in your camera roll. Keep going, Sagittarius. The more seriously you take what lights you up, the more life seems to meet you halfway. Hey Capricorn, Saturn retrogrades in your 4th house of home and emotional security, which, for a sign that usually builds empires, might actually mean building a life that feels stable, not just impressive. Foundations over flexing, this time. Meanwhile, the sun's in Leo, heating up your 8th house of transformation and shared resources. So finances, trust, and big emotional conversations are all fair game right now. Maybe that's finally sorting out your living situation, or having the honest talk you've been getting around to. Keep going, Capricorn. What you're quietly building now is the kind of peace that actually lasts. Hey Aquarius, Saturn retrogrades in your 3rd house of communication, basically coaching you to say what you mean instead of the 17 clever alternatives you drafted in your head first. Trusting your own voice, even when it's blunt, is the assignment. Meanwhile, the sun's in Leo, lighting up your 7th house of partnerships, so relationships are front and center right now. Good time for the conversation that actually clears the air, or setting firmer agreements with someone instead of just vibing and hoping it works out. Keep going, Aquarius. Honest words, even the awkward ones, are opening more doors than you think. Hey Pisces, Saturn retrogrades in your 2nd house of money and self-worth, quietly asking what and who actually deserves your time and energy. Not the most glamorous lesson, but a necessary one for a sign that tends to give freely and ask questions later. Meanwhile, the sun's in Leo, brightening your 6th house of work and daily routines. Good stretch for building healthier habits, cleaning up your schedule, or finally finding that work-rest balance you keep meaning to get to. Keep going, Pisces. The small, unglamorous tweaks you make now are setting up something a lot more rewarding down the line.